STP. Hello guys and welcome to today's STPL. We are here for Red versus Ash. It's week 2 of the playoffs. I did say about 3 weeks ago that Red versus Ash were going to be playing against each other because I misunderstood my own format. And I thought with Ash going against Naz and Red going against Starcast, they wouldn't be seeing each other again. But they both won their games. They're both here once again. And the winner of today will be going on to our semi-finals against Wiko. So gonna be in the top 3, whoever wins here. And yeah, Drone, I did misunderstand my own format. I misremembered the previous year. Because I mean, I've been doing this for a while now and I've tried a lot of different formats. The one that worked the best was season 4, which is the one I've used again. But yeah, I forgot how it worked because I'm dumb. I'm very dumb. It's all good though. It's all good. But let's have a look at our first couple, our only 2 teams for today. Starting us off here, we're going to have Team Red, Rastia Eridor, I think. I can't say it properly, but there we go. Eridor, Machine, Jumper, and Raz are going to be leading the lineup. 2 Zergs, 2 Protosses today for Red. Eridor not been doing too well recently, lost his last 4 games, and now he's going to be up against a pretty strong opponent from Ash. So is he going to be able to break his curse? Is Machine going to be able to come back from the brink as well? Machine and Jumper, I mean, Jumper's got more wins than losses, but recently has had kind of even, and so has Raz. So not the strongest, I think, lineup on Red, but still very, very strong for them, which is always good to see. And let's have a look at Ash as well. So Ash is starting off with Quark and Ogzerg. Both players have won their last 4 games. And then you've got Yeti, who's won 3 of his last 4 games as well. Very strong lineup here from Ash. Hit him up, of course, strong as well. One of the strongest Canadian Terrans, if maybe not the strongest. I'm not sure if you put him and Whip against each other, who's better. But yeah, Quark is doing incredibly well. So is Ogzerg. So I think if Red can win here, I mean, Red are down 4-2 in their head-to-head overall. That's match wins. So, basically, I think the odds are against Red here. Like, if Red can win, I'm going to say I'm going to be pleasantly surprised because I think Ash have got a very strong roster today. I think it's going to be very difficult for the players on Red to overcome it. And with the first set of game, I'll just go through who's playing against each other, even though you can work it out. You've got Eridor versus Quark to start us off as EVP. Quark has been tearing it up recently, so I think Eridor could struggle a little bit, although never bet on or never bet against Eridor because he can always come out with some interesting plays, especially as EVP as well. Everyone knows my opinion on how I think that's a little bit imbalanced, and it has been for a while. And yeah, I think Quark is probably favored here, but Eridor definitely one to look out for. Machine versus Ogzerg. ZVZ can go any way. I've not seen enough of Machine recently to make an opinion on how his play is going to be. I know Ogzerg, at least from his games in STPL, have been really, really good, so I think that could go either way. ZVZ is kind of coin flippy, but there we go. We're going to have a PvP between Jumper and Yeti. Yeti, I would definitely give the favor there because Yeti is an incredibly good PvP player, especially in Best of 1. He's taking games off DeWalt. He did take a game off of Bonneth a long time ago as well, so it's rough. So not really sure how that's going to go. We'll have to see. And then we've got a PvT to finish it off with Raz versus Hit 'em Up. Of course, if the score is tied up 2-2, they will go to an ace match on Hulu LSE, and hopefully we will get an ace match there and we'll see Eridor with some queens or something. But we haven't seen any Eridor queen usage on this map that's managed to infest the command center yet. So not really well, I don't think we're going to see it, but we'll have to find out. Let's have a quick look at the player stats just for the first match because we've only got like 4 or 5 games today. So there we go. Eridor, rank 59 in the STPL, only 10 away from being the best rank there is, apart from whichever player is 420, but we must have rank 420, I think. Not too sure. Most people, after a certain level, have never played a game, so they're all the same rank, but Eridor doing pretty well. He's 5 for 5. No, he's 6 for 5 in his last 10 games. They are all across Season 4 and Season 5. They go back to the beginning of this year, basically February. Recently, he's not been doing too well, but he's been up against 2 pretty decent Protosses and 2 Terrans as well. 2 pretty good foreign Terrans. He did beat Tech twice in a row, though, when they faced off against DM. He won in the ace match there. I'm not 6'5", not 6'5", 6'4", sorry. 6'4", Eridor, damn it. I'm really bad at, like, maths on the spot, man. You know, us English people, we aren't very smart. Please give us a chance. Meanwhile, Quark on the other side of the coin, doing incredibly well. 8 of his last 10 games have been wins. Against Zerg, he's got a 66% win rate as well, so he's doing pretty well. But that's only over 3 games, so not the biggest of. Well, I mean, he's on a 1-game win streak against Zerg right now, which is his biggest win streak. So I mean, can he get any higher? I'm not too sure, but let's have a look. I'm gonna have to go into game number 1 to get started. Let's head on over the game and just begin. I've completely forgotten how to speak English, by the way, so this is gonna be fun. Let's do it. Okay, starting us off in the top right-hand corner in the blue, fighting for Ash, it's Quark. And his opponent up here in the top left, starting for red, in red, it's Eridor. Okay, so ZVP, this map pretty decent for ZVP. It's kind of hard to defend your natural here as Protoss. There's not really too much room for cannons, but it's not the end of the world. We do see that pylon coming up at the front. He'll most likely be going for a Forge Fast Expand, given the fact he has scouted with his first probe. Eridor is quite likely to go for a kind of late game play here, but you never know, he could throw something crazy out. We are going to see a overpull here, so nothing too crazy going on at the moment. I don't think Quark is going to go for like a two gate or something. That'll be just weird. It's probably going to be a Forge First. Forge First is definitely the safer play on a map like this. You do get your 3 bases. Yeah, so there's a Forge coming in. You do have upper ramp in your main. It's kind of like Neo Medusa. You do have a mineral only. It's not the best map to take, but not the best base to take for Protoss, but it's still better than not having a third at all, so there we go. Now, one poor thing for Quark is he is going to get the last scout. I mean, Eridor's not going to scout him that much faster either, but getting a scout early on as Protoss is kind of important to know exactly what your opponent's doing. You need to know how many cannons you can get before you go for your Nexus. Usually you are okay with 1, but if you're up against 9 pool, it's better to get 2. But it kind of means you can't play... You kind of have to play overly safe. Like, you could maybe get Gate before Cannon, as well as a Nexus as well, but that is a little bit risky. But if you know what your opponent's doing, it's not too bad. If you know you're against 12 hatch or something, it's kind of like the perfect opportunity for you to do that. But against an overpull, a little bit better to play a little bit conservative. Do want to make sure that you don't die to an early Ling Bust. Now, Eridor, of course, doesn't have any gas right now, so he is gearing up to take his third hatchery. Most likely it is mineral only third, but could... Oh, actually... Oh no, okay, I thought that was a drone. I was going to say he could take the gas base over on the left. This map is pretty good for Hydra Busts, I did mention before. But as you can see, we've got the second cannon coming in. Now, is this cannon going to finish in time? It should do. We do have probes blocking, but there's not really too many of them. There is only 6 lings. No, 8 lings. I can't count. But I don't think that should break. Although the probes are getting taken down. Oh my goodness. Is the game just gonna end? Oh no, he didn't block properly. Now, some of the links have taken a little bit of damage. But yeah, this isn't looking good for Quark. Like, this isn't the biggest deal. He will be able to clean this up with his first Zealot. It's just really annoying. It makes you worry about your mining probes. You can't just sit there and think about nothing, which is what a lot of Protoss players like to do. May as well throw in a little shade of Protoss there. Obviously, as an ex-Terran player, someone who doesn't play anymore, I kind of feel the need to rib Protoss as much as I can. Looks like not too many probes have gone down, but Quark is losing. Okay, he lost 2 probes there. He transferred most of his probes away. Now back at home, Eridor is going for his lair. His third hatchery is coming up at that gas base like I thought it would do. Going into the lair means he can play a fairly standard game from here, most likely going into Spire, into Scourge, into a Hydra Den. Now of course there is the opportunity for him to go Mutalisks, but recently, I don't think I've not really seen too many of Drone's games, but I don't remember Eridor playing Mutastyle in CVP that often. Now there's a wee bit of a spoiler. Well, not really. It's not really a spoiler. People turn up and watch anyway. But Jumper's in chat, so make sure that when he's playing, you criticize him exponentially so he can see it. I'm not gonna say anything bad, but what happens in chat stays in chat. Now he did kill 1 drone there, which is it's okay, but not the best for a Zealot. Quark saying some horrible stuff. Oh, Quark doesn't know it's the playoffs. Okay. That's why he's not sure. I guess Quark is like... I don't even know. Oh, Jumper is saying he's not the red player, you just share the same name. Wait, really? That is such a weird name to share. Like, I've never seen anyone with that username before. And you're telling me that 2 of you have that? What? That doesn't make any sense. Now we do have a Stargate coming up in the main. T45 saying Jumper is obviously fake. Original red player is Edward Jumperton. Jumperton is a great name. That'd be a cool surname. Spire coming in. Keikakudori. And then we do have a 4th hatchery coming in here as well. No Hydrogen just yet. But wait, no, he is going Mutas. Never mind. Yeah, he's going Mutas. He's gone for a quick second gas. There we go. Eridor said, oh shit, I missed watching the links. Whatever. It's all good. I gotta get myself in the groove of things again. I had a stressful day at work for the first time in ages. Apparently Jumper is a very common internet name. I don't believe that. Unless it's like an American thing. People are using their bits to count up. Oh, thank you. Thank you, wait, Blackman PL is Julia, right? Thank you for the host. I can never remember because there was a guy who was hanging around with Shiny a lot, but here we go, the Mutalist coming in. Is there enough defense back at home? It does look like the second cannon is almost in, but only 1 cannon at the moment. 1 Corsair as well, going to go down to the Scourge. Nice pick off there by Eridor. The first cannon going to go down, and GG is called. Quark dies, and Eridor wins game number 1. Okay, we'll be back in like a minute with game number 2. Don't go anywhere. Okay guys, welcome back. We are here for game number 2. Starting us off for Red, it's going to be Machine. He's played 15 games in total over the STPL, only won 33% of them, that's 5 of them. If anyone, well I guess all the stats are on stream anyway, but yeah, he's done pretty well recently. I mean, it's the same as Eridor where he's 6-4, but I mean, Eridor just won, so Machine could surprise us here. When we have a look at Octag, he has been doing considerably better. He is 8-2 in his last 10 games. One of his games he lost was against the pro player Saxary on Blindside. This is going to be his chance of getting revenge on ZVZ here. Losing his last game here is obviously going to sting a little bit, but that was over 10 months, well, it was like 10 months ago. It would have been played almost exactly 10 months before. But rank 35 in the STPL is Octag, 8-2 overall, doing a pretty damn good job for himself, really proving himself for Ash as well, and has been a really big linchpin in getting them in to the playoffs to begin with. Let's get into it. It's game number 2. Actually, let's introduce the map in case you've not seen it before. Blindside was a map designed and made for the STPL Season 4 map contest. Essentially, it was one of the better maps from Season 4, so I brought it back again. We have had 5 ZVZs here. They mostly don't go over the 10-minute mark. I mean, ZVZ rarely goes over the 10-minute mark anyway. But let's see how it's going to go this time. It's game number 2, Octag versus Machine. Okay, starting us off in the 12 o'clock location we have in the silver, fighting for red, it's Machine. And his opponent down here in the 6 o'clock location, fighting for Ash, it's Octag. Okay, so ZVZ, not the map I'm the most confident in being able to completely analyze. My only ZVZ experience is from watching STPL games and watching pro games as well, but let's keep an eye on what the initial build orders are going to be for both players. Kind of the ZVZ is one of the matchups that kind of be decided within the first few minutes, so it's very important like to keep a close eye on everything that's going on. So we have overlords coming in for both players going up to 12 drones by the looks of it before they build anything else. Are they going to go for an in-base 12 hatch? Are they going to go for a 12 pool? Looks like Machine is going to go to expand at his natural. Machine is doing a better job with his mineral mining. He actually has the less... So when you mine from above, it's actually less... I'm trying to think of the right word. It's less efficient because your drone spawns below the hatchery. But even so, he's got more minerals. I don't know if he's been mineral boosting or if he's just had better drone production, better drone speed as well. But we have a 12 hatch 11 pool coming in from Machine Zerg. Octag going for a 11 hatch 11 pool. No, 11 hatch 11 pool 10 gas. And CVC is so confusing. Can NC saying in chat mineral hacking ban? Edgewater saying top has better mineral boosting. Bottom mineral lines is like being born in a slum. Oh my god. But your drone spawns closer, so that's a benefit. Jumper in chat saying that he thinks Zerg is going to win. That is true, but which Zerg do you think is going to win? Who's your money on? Where is Lucky Noob to do the betting? Where is Lucky Noob? I make him a mod because he's always here and he's not even here today. Who's going to keep you fools busy in chat? Like, what? Oh, Doc's in chat. Wait, how is Doc not a mod? I should probably make Doc a mod. Doc, you can be a mod. I've just made you a mod, I think. I trust you. The assistant mod team. Okay, so Octag did build a decent number of links. He's moving them out. We do have layers for both players almost finishing up. Layer from Machine is a little bit faster though. That doesn't meet the fact he's got more minerals. He's also got a little bit more gas. His mining has been a little bit more efficient so far this game. Machine with all those little advantages, and in CVZ little advantages can mean a lot, but it will still eventually come down to the muteless micro. Neither player really willing to attack with their lings. Both players did have vision over their opponent's main, but neither of them really saw their opponent's natural. Machine did have an overlord there, but he's flying away, trying to run away from the muteless when they eventually spawn. But I don't think we're going to see any big ling engagements, at least for the beginning of the game here. But looks like... Wait, are they just going to pass each other like ships in the night? Is Machine just going to go and kill Octag? Octag building considerably more lings here, but they are going to be pushing in from behind. They're going to have to come back and defend if he wants to do anything. But he is going to try and give up his position at his natural. He's going to pull back, make a better concave. And both players now are going to be running into each other's naturals. Now, Machine knows Octag won't have too much here. But Octag has got a decent amount of lings here. How many drones are going to go down the main? The Spire is going to go down. This is massive. Spire cancelled. And all of a sudden... Octag is in a much better position than Machine. Machine is most likely going to kill Octag's hatchery, but if he cannot kill the Spire, which I don't think he's going to be able to, he is going to be very far behind in terms of mute account. And that was a very nice cancel though on that Spire. He did save his hatchery. It does mean he can, if he wants to, go for an Evo chamber and go for a bunch of drones into spores. I think he's going to kind of have to. Looks like he's pulled the switch on going for a lot of lings. He wants to try and break. If he can break and kill the Spire as well, or a considerable number of drones, Machine is going to win this game here. But he is definitely behind. I mean, he's got more drones, but what good does drones do you when you have no Spire against an opponent going mutalisks? The only thing you can hope for is if he keeps flooding lings, his opponent is going to be able to build mutas, but it's too late. The first muta's already out, there's no Spire. Creep colonies are coming up, and so is an Evo chamber, so this is going to be his way to deal with this. There are a lot of lings still in his base as well, so if they can get this Spire, it's going to even up the game to a considerable amount. Looks like he is going to jump in. He wants to go for the throat. He doesn't want to kill the Spire. He wants to get all the drones, but I feel like that's a mistake. The thing that's keeping him behind is it's the Spire. It's not the drone count. And he is going to be losing his drones now as well, but the first Mutalisk is going to probably die to this Spore, actually. Spores are so powerful, and it looks like he has managed to deal with it. I definitely feel like Machine should have gone for the Spire, but he is constantly going for the drones here. I don't really agree with this too much. He does get 2 of the drones, though. That puts him at more of an advantage than he was before, I suppose. There are 2 drones in the natural. We have 7, I think it is, here in the main. Machine actually built a load of drones just there because he is kind of relying entirely on spores to defend against the mutas. I guess by killing the drones as well, he forces him to rebuild more. When he's rebuilding those, he's not building mutalisks, which gives him a chance to get more spores if he needs them. But now he's run out of lings. There are a few running away. Without any lings, he is actually in danger of a ling counterattack here. So we do need to be careful. Only 1 spore colony. If that gets taken down by the lings, then all of a sudden the mutas can fly in. There's actually mutas attacking the spawning pool. The spore colony is not done. It will... I think it should finish way in time. But 3... Oh my god, 3 lings coming in here as well. He's going to be able to kill the spawning pool. He's going to be able to get the spore colony and then kill the spawning pool most likely. One of the spores is almost dead. The lings go down though. The mule is forced to fly away. And Machine is in an amazing position now. I thought Octag with his win streak at the moment would be in a much better position than he was. But Machine has played this beautifully. We do have 5 drones in the main now. That's the only drones that he's got. Machine is now up to 15 overall. Obviously, he's got 3 on gas. We don't actually have any gas mining at all from Oxerg, so he is trying to drone up the best he can and build the best units he can. But he is in a very weird position. Like, Machine is ahead in the numbers game. He's even about to get ahead of Muteless. He finally finished his Spire. The fact that Machine won this after cancelling his Spire, or getting his Spire cancelled, is very, very impressive. Machine has done a very, very good job. Looks like the Muteless is going to take down one of the Overlords here. There's now 5 drones in the natural that he could kill, but he's more... Oh my goodness, he even loses a Mutative Scourge. This is game over. Nothing he can do now. He's got nothing to defend against these Mutas. They're about to fly over his base. He is going to try and send some drone or some Lings in to try and probably kill the Spire again, but he's going to die to the counterattack eventually. Looks like the Mutas have flown back to kill the 4 Lings, but I mean, this is game over. This is game over here right now. There's nothing that Oxer can do anymore. He's still only on 5 drones. 2 of them are mining gas, 3 on minerals. He's got 1 Muteless back at home. Now, unless he gets pixel perfect micro that only an AI could probably do, even then you probably couldn't kill 6 Muteless with 1. But yeah, Machine is doing really, really well. This is like grey silver. I think it's silver. But it looks like silver. It looks like Machine's going to be taking gold in this game. Ooh, that was good. I'll give myself that one. There we go. GG. Oxerg taps out. Machine wins the numbers game. Wins game number 2. That puts Red up 2-0 against Ash. Are Ash going to be able to come back? Let's find out when we get back after this short break.
Welcome to Victory Lane. You made it.
Okay guys, welcome back. I have reloaded Brood War, my game crashed, but here we are, starting us off for Red in game number 3, it's Jumper. Jumper has won 3 of his 5 games, as you can see there, not too bad, but has lost both of his PvPs. He was up against Haya and Quark, so nothing too much to be said. Let's have a look at his opponent. Fighting with Ash, it's Yeti. Yeti is one of the players with one of more wins than anyone else, next to Koga and DeWalt, I think it is. He's only ranked 17, he's not breached the top 10 yet, but he is one of the gods of Protoss in STPL. His PvP is insane, 21 wins, 8 losses, puts him in a massive 72% win rate. His best map is, of course, Hitchhiker, but he's done pretty well when he's played on Judgment Day as well. He's actually 3 for 1 on Judgment Day so far. I'm not sure how many of those have been PvPs, but yeah, let's actually have a look at the map, just in case you've never seen it before. Judgment Day, one of my favorite maps in the entire game. I love this map so much. But yeah, this is pretty good. So, I mean, Jump has played PvP here and he did lose. Yeti hasn't played PvP here this season, I don't think. So, not really much to be said there. Let's get into it. Game number 3. Jumper versus Yeti. If Yeti can win here, he will keep Ash's dreams alive in the series. If Jumper wins, he will win the series 3-0 for his team and take Red into the semifinals. Let's find out what's going to happen. Okay, starting us off on the top right hand corner in the white, fighting for red, it's Jumper. His name is Jumperer, but I'm not saying that. It's impossible, so he's Jumper. There we go. His opponent down here in the bottom right hand corner in the pink, fighting for Ash, it's Yeti. Edgeworth says in chat, Anglo-Saxons when a word has more than 2 syllables. This is impossible to pronounce. Okay, I'm just saying, I'm bad enough at speaking English already. I'm not gonna add another like hard thing for me to say when I'm trying to cast. It's hard enough already, okay? It's hard enough already. And by the way, just because I feel like linking it, here's a picture of my I mistyped the word, but look at my KFC that I had earlier, guys. It was pretty good. You can also look at my I don't know, my degenerate Twitter as well. If you want, you can click on the click on my username and see what else I post. But yeah, basically, KFC is pretty damn good. That was damn tasty, man. There's another bit of KFC chicken waiting for me when I finished. Okay, we've got 1 gateway for Jumper, 1 gateway for Yeti. We have a core coming in for both players as well, so looking standard as can be for an STPL PvP. Mirror builds, mirror matchups, PvP. Is there anything else any more normal? I swear every single PvP I watch has the same build orders from both sides. Also, 2-pack everything. Like pretty much my entire Twitter is in Japanese. Like, I have how many followers now? 923 followers. I would say like 90% of those are all Japanese people. So, like, I tweet in Japanese. Edgewater in chat says it's incredible that Kix is such a goddamn weeb. He even buys KFC on Christmas. Oh my god, that's so good. I'm not famous, I just know a lot of people through VR chat and everyone follows each other. Everyone says you think STPL is on TV in Japan, and then Fancy Home is like there's streams of kicks outside KFCs in Japan. Oh my god! To be honest, if KFC hit me up with a sponsor, give it to me. I would be so fat. I would be incredibly overweight if I was sponsored by KFC. I'd eat there like every day. Like, KFC tastes so good in the UK. Also, Sasak says nobody ever plays StarCraft in Japan. That's not true. There's been Japanese StarCraft players. StarCraft 2 was pretty big in Japan in terms of like RTS games. But Age of Empires 2 is probably the biggest strategy game that's been in Japan. PC games haven't really taken off until like the last 10 years. Like, PC gaming is getting a lot better. Well, a lot bigger in Japan, especially with like VR as well. Like, VR really took off in Japan. And like Valorant and League are both really popular in Japan as well. Fall Guys was pretty popular. Everyone plays Apex. Like, not everyone, like, obviously, but like most people who play PC games in Japan play Apex. Edgewater, Japan had a pretty healthy scene for StarCraft 2. But given like the lack of players and the lack of like exposure to anywhere else, no one really knew about it. And most of the people stopped playing. It was more in Wings of Libby that was more popular. I know there is a game to cast. Obviously we've got both players attacking each other in the middle of the map. Not too much going on other than that. Okay, 3 Dragoons against 3 and a Zealot. The Zealot going to be eating up a little bit of the damage, but nice target firing by Yeti Jumper. Getting the jump on his opponent here, definitely doing a lot more damage. This is definitely looking a little bit rough for our Ashe player. Are Ashe going to go down 3-0 to red? It's certainly looking like it so far. Good engagement though by Yeti on the defense here. Trading pretty damn well, but both of these Dragoons very heavily damaged. He does have to watch out for that Zealot as well, which hasn't eaten a very single thing to do. Also, Japanese people stream on Twitch, Edward. There are, like, obviously some people use Nico to stream, but yeah, we've got a 9 worker lead here for Yeti. Jumper went for 4 gateways, so he did cut probes quite a lot. Yeti, wait, Jumper built a probe here to block Yeti's units away, but he's blocked himself out of Yeti's base. Oh my goodness, that's unfortunate, but another gateway being added on here. It is 4 gates against 2 at the moment. That's going to be rough. We do have the first Reaver, though, getting ready to come out here. Looks like we are going to have 1 Dragoon being traded for none so far. Nice micro here by Yeti. 3 Dragoons against 2. 3 Dragoons against 1. The Zealot still alive, taking no damage, finally taking a hit. But great micro by Yeti to focus entirely on the Dragoons. On the Dragons? But there we go. Pretty good work by Yeti so far, staying alive. If he can overcome this rush, he is going to be in an incredible position moving in the game. But there's just so many units from his opponent. Probes coming out here as well. The first Reaver is out though. That is the big equalizer. All of the Dragoons are going to be stuck in the top right hand corner. The Reaver is going to drop down and get some fantastic Scarabs. But is he going to be able to do it? Some probes have died, but not too many. The Reaver's not even needed. The Reaver going to take a shot on the Dragoon coming in here. And not going to do too much else. He is going to get ready to fly that over to his opponent's base and very likely win the game. Yeti with great play defending this. And it looks like he is going to be able to keep keep Ash within the series here. And it really does show that Yeti was such a big pickup for Ash when Net Wars folded. Well, they didn't fold, but when they stopped playing STPL because there weren't enough players. Jumper in chat giving up the fact he is actually the player and said I had 100% win rate with this build against the computer. I was surprised when Yeti stopped it. But yeah, Yeti with an incredible defense there. That is so hard to do. Now Yeti could still mess up. If he pushes forward and loses both Reavers, it's going to be game over. It looks like we are going to have the Reavers coming in hot here. 1, 2 Scarabs hitting. Looks like Jumper getting the better end of that engagement though. Does need to be careful. Still is on a knife edge, is Yeti. There's still a lot of units here for Jumper. But Yeti of course does have his own production now. He will have a third Reaver in Oh, he's not building a third Reaver. He's just going to try and win with what he's got. The shuttle's about to go down. Oh, double Scarab hitting that poor Dragoon trying to run away. Trying to run away? I'm really bad with words. Jumper saying the computer managed to beat him once while he was practicing. Jumper saying I let him win on purpose to keep the series exciting. Oh my goodness. Okay, double Reaver gonna waddle their way forward here. Do they waddle? Do they slither? What would you call this movement? I like to say waddling. Waddling is a nice word. It's a good word to say. But they're not really waddling, are they? I guess they're slithering. They're not crawling in my skin. These wounds, they will not heal, but... Oh my god, I can't even say that. I'll probably get copyright strike. Linkin Park's copyright is insane. GG is called. Yeti wins with a counter. Great play by Yeti. That's going to take us in game number 4 when we get back after this little break. Also, Alex, if you want to watch with lower quality, please head on over to the YouTube stream where you'll be able to see it. No problems whatsoever, like 240p or whatever. See you guys in just a moment. Trouble is, I'm not a Twitch partner like Zero. I'm probably never going to become a Twitch partner. I've applied like 3 times, failed every time. So if you do want quality options, please head on over to the YouTube channel, because yeah, I'm never gonna get quality options unless I'm really lucky. So I'll see you guys in a moment. Okay, guys, welcome back. I was busy trying to fight with the betting system. I can't put any name in the prediction anymore. So yeah, I can't make a bet for the next game, I guess, because when I try and put in anything, it says it's not in the content guidelines. Like, I don't know what they want, but I mean, SD maybe. Let's see if that works. No, I can't make any more bets. I've been banned from betting. But either way, starting us off here for red, it's going to be Raz. Raz winning 4 out of his 4 games, or 4 out of his 8 games, should I say. So he's got a 50% win rate. He has won his only PvT, but it's only one of them. Not really too much to be gathered from there. His opponent is going to be the clan leader, the captain of Ash in the STPL. It's hit him up. He has played considerably more games, 46 games overall, winning 26 of them, 56% win rate, and a 55% win rate against Protoss over 20 games, which is pretty damn good. So let's get into it. It's map number 4. Can hit him up, keep his take us to an ace match, or is Raz gonna win and take red on to the semifinals? There's only one way to find out. Let's go. Oh, just before we start, Lucky Noob, if you're in chat, can you try and set up the prediction? Because I can't do it. Let's get going. He's not Ash's clan leader, he is Ash's captain in the STPL. The clan leader is someone called Black Sun. It's a bit confusing. He's the clan leader technically in STPL, but he's not the overall leader. It's really weird. But either way, starting us off in the top right hand corner is the person I was just talking about. It's Hit 'em Up from Ash. And his opponent spawning down here in the bottom right hand corner in the yellow, fighting for red. It's Raz. All I'm going to say is Red have never done this well in the STPL before, neither have Ash. This is the furthest both teams have got, and both teams still have a chance here of making it into the semi-final, and maybe even the final as well, so it's pretty damn good. Also, Edgeworthy, you just confused the hell out of me. God damn it. Yeah, I know he... So I could make Raz red, but I think red versus yellow looks cooler than red versus blue, so I'm gonna leave it a red versus blue. Red versus yellow even. Yeah, we do have an assembler coming in for Raz. That's after his first gateway, of course. Most likely gonna go in to some early Dragoons. Hit 'em Up is playing very standard, going for a Rax expand with gas. Thank you, Ending Life, for the sub. 2 months, man. Cheers. Means a lot. Just trying to think if there's anything else that we can bring up, but not too sure. Eridor cheering his teammate Raz in the chat, wants him to beat Hit 'em Up. Who do you guys want to win? I can't open a prediction, so if you're in chat and you want to say who you want to win, please say, of course. If Hit 'em Up wins, we'll go to a game 5 on Holy World SE. But Ending Life, no problem, man. I enjoy streaming. I may complain about it a lot, and then when before I do it, I feel like this weird kind of existential dread of like, oh no, I've got to stream again. And then I actually do it, and you guys turn up in chat and you talk to me, and it feels good. So that's why I've kept doing it. I must admit, it is getting harder to do, but it's fine. I'm enjoying it. Sterling saying Allied End. Also, T45, I tried to put up the prediction, but every name I put in said it was against the content policy of the betting. Like, I don't know why. I literally put ASD in the chat. Unless it's because one of their names is Hit 'em Up. I'm assuming. Maybe that's why. Maybe it doesn't like his name. Maybe it's like, oh, betting on violence. Oh. It's not like you can just watch boxing on Twitch or anything like that, you know? Also, T45 saying TZ, TZ, TZ. Unfortunately, it's a TP matchup, not Terran versus Zerg. Also, you think saying hype up. Anyone remember Height Sparkies? Yeah, Height Sparkies don't mup. T45 just goes, that burn. So dot cool. That was a terrible burn, but I don't care. That wasn't even a burn. Like, if it was a burn, I'd be like, oh, T45, you're so dumb. There's no Zerg in this matchup. That sounds like something that Doc Holliday would say. Okay, a Zealot and a Probe get past the bunker. They are both very heavily damaged. A Vulture does make its way off into the middle of the map here. Did take a lot of damage as well, so shouldn't be able to do anything. Doc turns up in chat saying he heard his name. What did I say? No one tell him. John saying the Doc cleared by a stray shot. Why was he pulling an engineering bay already? That's a very early engineering bay for TVP, but I guess he doesn't know what his opponent's doing, so... Doc, basically I said that, like, T45 accused me of burning him, when all I said was, like, you said TZ, but there's no Zergs in the chat, so... Well, there's no Zerg in the game, it's TP. And, yeah, it looks like Bunker is blocking the command center. So he's building the command center off kilt. This is, this is a really weird situation for him up. Looks like we are going to have the Nexus on location here for Raz. That's going to be a bit of a bonus for him. He is going up to a Robo, so no DTs coming in here. The engineering bay, I swear this is way too early. I guess he doesn't know what's going on. And technically, even I can't click the... I think there's a turret under this, but even I can't click it. I wonder if you do F5 if it's easier. Whoa. Oh no, you can just do it normally. As long as you... Okay, as long as you start off of the building, you always get it. Okay, the bunker has been killed, and it does come back. SCV going out onto the map to do some scouting. Hit him up if we look at his vision. Still has no idea what's going on. I think he got in a little bit early with an SCV, but doesn't really know anything since. Yes, Talcross, one of my favorite, well, it's not one of my favorite 3-player maps, but it's one of the more standard ones, and I know people like it, so I put it in. Edgewood is saying, can you run Brutal on 1.16 in VR and play the replays there? Talcross is standard, Doc. Talcross is literally one of the most balanced maps of all time. Like, literally, Talcross is one of the most balanced maps of all time. Like, it had, like... What was it? Hold on. It was, like, 50% or something on everything. Maybe it's changed now, but Talcross, historically, it had 50% in TBZ, 50% in ZVP, and 52% in PVT. Talcross was historically balanced. Like, historically, it was one of those balanced maps of all time. In modern gameplay, it's possibly different. If you look at TLPD, the amateur version, it's a lot more imbalanced. ZVP is 81%, but that's only over 10 games. Historically, though, it was very balanced. Talcross is a pretty standard balance map. It may have not been 10 games. It's 11 games. 81.8% over 11 games. This is the amateur one. Thing is, one of the things people, okay, we've got double expansion by the way coming up for Raz over here, but one of the things people always bring up about my tournaments is I put weird maps in. Now the reason is because we're in a team league, right? If there's a map essentially that's bad for a certain race, it doesn't matter, because you just don't send that race out on that map. And if you do and they lose, you can't complain about imbalance. You could send any of the 3 races, you know? There's, like, map balance in team leagues is not that important, and that's why STL is so boring to me. Well, yeah, Eridor, it does matter because then all you get is mirror matchups, but that's why there's, like, a balance. Having a slight imbalance is fine. Having a slight imbalance is fine, but when you have, like, central planes level of imbalance, then it will just be PvP all day. Like, that's it. Obviously, there are players that can come out on a map that they're historically unfavored against and still win. Okay, we do have a nice siege tank getting ready here to go for a siege on the base. And he's going to siege the natural as well. This is a nice move by Hit 'em Up. Just waiting for his scans to come in most likely. Yeah, the thing is, I want to do a Winners League format tournament as well, but it's kind of harder to organize because people don't have time. That's the issue. Like, unless you're doing Brood War for like your job, like in Korea, people just don't have the time to do it. And Edgewater seeing ASTL this season as Winners League playoffs. That's good, but then it's stupid because the whole tournament should be Winners League. You can't just do Winners League in the playoffs because it changes everything. Like, it literally changes everything because it's a different tournament at that point. In an all-kill format, you can be carried by one good player. But in a like a normal format tournament, a Pro League format tournament, you need a balanced team. Like Flash could be like, well, Flash did. Like, KT could be garbage in Pro League, I mean they weren't, but like, every other player on KT could lose and Flash could still win in Winners League. That's what happens. Now it is 2-1, obviously we do want Hit 'em Up to win if we want to see a game number 5. But if Red win, I think they're going to be pretty happy with this. Maybe we'll see the return of Rota in the semi-finals. You never know. I mean, obviously, Oz got around the Winners League format problem by just having 4 really good Zergs. Pirate Zerg. What was it? It was like Pirate Zerg, Oz sucks balls without me, and Mustache Zerg, I think it was, and Jadong. Yeah, I would like to do a Winners League format thing, but it's if the teams have enough time to do it. It's a lot more harder to organize for people. Yeah, looks like we are going to have a bust coming in from Raz. He's building up a lot of units here back home. He has his Templar Archives, got the Arbiter Tribunal. The first Arbiter is not ready yet, so going for a bust right now would not be that great. This is a very big, deep, like long and thick tank line right here. He doesn't have mini mines out the front though, which is what you really need to keep your tanks alive. There's a lot of Zealots kind of getting ready over here on the left-hand side of the map. We do have the Nexus up, 60 SCVs to 55 probes. We do have no mineral only base to hit him up, but he does have the third gas. Some Dragoons waiting out here, getting ready. We do have a drop coming into the main. It is 3 Vultures. Should be able to do a decent amount of damage here. The Vulture harass this game by Hit 'em Up has been very impressive. I'm kind of glad to see this. He's got 4 mines, though, that aren't being used. He needs to use those. He's using all the mines in the main, which is good. Going to make it a little bit harder to come back and defend. But, of course, one Zealot just eats all the mines, because Zealots are really good. Oh, and there goes the Zealot killing 2 of the Vultures, because that's what we do. The other two Vultures ran in and died on the cannon, I believe, if I saw from the minimap. Looks like we've got a legend of StarCraft streaming in chat again. Diggity has came back from retirement. He's in chat again. Kind of cool to see you here again, man. Hopefully you've had a good day. Also, given everything that's happened in the Korean scene, like when it comes to money, the last people you should be listening to for money advice is streamers. The other thing is, like, okay, so they grew up as pro gamers. Essentially, they had no control over their own finances. Most of their parents did it. And then in some cases, their parents spent all the money they earned. Like good old Stork, his parents completely screwed him over. And then, yeah, like they've been kind of they're in a financial bubble. They don't really know what's going on. Like none of the like Eridor streamers really have like major life experience like normal people have, because people who get rich from streaming, okay, they do have life experience, but it's completely different to someone who has just a normal job, and that is why taking like financial advice from a streamer is probably a very bad idea, especially if they especially if they got rich doing streaming. Because they've never lived, they haven't lived a normal life like other people. Like it's a normal life to them, but it's just a completely different world to everyone else. And yeah, if you wanna listen to advice, you should always speak to like an expert in that field rather than getting advice from something else. Like I would never give advice of that kind unless I was talking about my own experiences. But then it would only be advice if you're in a very similar situation to me. But yeah, I am no financial expert, and I would never ever. Yeah, the only thing I can say is invest in buying fried chicken. Fried chicken is good, man. Like buying fried chicken to eat is never a bad investment. That's a good investment if you ask me. Don't buy stock in KFC, just buy well, actually, buying KFC in America is a terrible investment. It's a very bad investment. You want to buy Popeyes if you're in the US, from what I understand. But there we go. KFC is only trash in America, though. It's really good in Europe. There we go. Looks like we are getting ready for a big engagement here. Hit him up with a great spread. He's got 2-1 against 2-0. Oh my god, his vultures all go down to Zealot Mind Drag, so what a great Mind Drag. But could this be enough units here by Hit 'em Up to be able to defend? A lot of his tanks are way too far back. They've not been engaged, or they've not been involved in the engagement at all. And it looks like Raz is going to win this engagement. The vultures all die, and that's pretty rough. Hit 'em Up was in a great position. His upgrades were good, but oh no, the Mind Drag. Oh, he gets so much free damage. Yeah, this is not gone well. Both players traded their army pretty nicely, but I mean, Raz is on 5 bases now. Hit 'em Up is still only on 3. His main is mining out. His natural is mining out as well. Where is he going to take his 4th base? He has to stop his opponent getting this other main, otherwise he is going to fall behind in gas, and there's nothing to do. SCP saying buying fried chicken out of a gas station is always sketchy. 80% is good as hell, other times you get sick. That is a fair point. That is a fair point, but in the UK you just don't buy gas station food because it's all terrible. And also, would getting sick from gas station chicken be because it's not cooked properly? Like a petrol station, Cadency. If you buy like anything, like if I buy food from like a fast food establishment, if it's chicken, I always do my best to check it's cooked before I eat it. Oh, nice mines going off on top of the zealots there, gonna help out a little bit. Oh, crispy, Kix says, oh sorry, I'm Kix. Doc says, crispy crunch chicken is like this thing that people put in gas stations and corner stores, and the chicken is by far the freshest and best fried chicken around. That's pretty cool. Is that just a California thing? Or is that like an American thing? Because I know there's a lot of stuff in it, like, because California's so big, there's a lot of stuff in California that just isn't anywhere else. Like, I know that In and Out is only West Coast America, and they've said that they don't want to go East Coast, even though they'd make loads of money. Oh, thank you, FT dude. Yeah, like, I think, not Hit 'em Up, what's it called? In and Out had a chance to move east, and they said, no, our identity is West Coast America. But when I went to America for BlizzCon, the best thing I ate was In and Out, I'm not gonna lie. It was so damn good. Oh my god, In and Out burger was like the best fast food burger I've ever eaten. Like, I went animal on the burger as well. Wait, Doc, Doc, were you there when we went to... Were you there when we went to In-N-Out? Oh no, you came later, didn't you? I went to In-N-Out with Jay and Shamtu and person I don't name anymore. Yeah, looks like Hit 'em Up in a good position, but there are carriers. Carriers are on the field. They are going to be able to take down these... he's going to be able to take out the few Goliaths he has, so he has to be careful. Oh yeah, you were there when we had Dominoes. That was cool. But either way, looks like it's pretty good now for Raz. Hit 'em Up, definitely falling behind. He's got a good engagement going on in the top left. But if he can't kill the carriers, and if he keeps losing all of his tanks, there is going to be nothing that Hit 'em Up is going to be able to do about this. He doesn't have a fourth gas base. Replenishing with Goliaths is going to be rough. Some tanks going up to the top right. Some nice mines going off as well. Gonna make it a little bit harder. Oh, big mine drag on top of the Dragoons. That's gonna help a lot. Raz getting ready as well. He's losing some of his bases. Raz, of course, gonna be mining out soon as well. Obviously, with the carriers, that's gonna make things a little bit better. 6 carriers, more than enough to deal critical damage here in this main. Not too many Goliaths coming out at once, so he's gonna be in a lot of trouble. The armory is gonna go down, at least the first one. The other one is in the main, so it's a little bit better protected. +3 attack is done by the looks of it. Yep, 3-1. On the Goliaths, that's going to make it a little bit better. Nice D-Matrix, but he D-Matrix... Oh no, he D-Matrix the... I can't click it, but there's a D-Matrix on one of the interceptors. Yeah, oh my god, the tanks are all going down. Great micro here. Hit 'em Up has not managed to kill the base in the top left, but he is coming here killing all the probes. It's literally a Protoss who's low on money against a Terran without any anti-air right now, and it's not going too well. The tanks are going to fall back again. He needs more Goliaths. One of the carriers goes down there. That's a big, big win to Hit 'em Up. It's now 6 carriers again, but that's not 7. And 7 is when things get a lot harder. Nexus looks like it's going to go down, but could the units come in just in time to be able to kill this? Looks like they will. He will save the Nexus. He's going to kill the gateway up here, and that's going to be able to come over here as well. Also, Raz has a lot of minerals, but he doesn't have much gas, and he's not got many mining bases, is what I mean by low on money. But I think Raz is still definitely within a position to be able to win this game. Hit 'em Up, not with the best target firing, not able to get the damage carriers. Does heavily damage 2 of them, but doesn't manage to kill them. And killing them is the big problem now. Hit 'em Up needs to repair this command center before it goes down. He needs to repair it. He's not repairing. He's going to lose it. The Goliath's coming back in. Can he kill one of the carriers again? No, he can't. The carriers get away. One of them goes down. Nicely done. 2 of them heavily, heavily damaged. Looks like he is sending more vultures up here to the top left. No mining here at the 3rd base. Or the 4th base here. The 5th base barely mining as well. 2 cannons enough to stop this though. But here come the Dragoons. They are coming in to try and deal with the Goliaths. It's only Goliaths here. Goliaths against pure Dragoon is never an engagement you want to be taking. The base is going to go down. And I think psychologically, Hit 'em Up might feel a little bit behind here. He's doing pretty well. But can he kill the carriers? It's 5 carriers. The Interceptor's coming in. Dragoon's going to be doing a lot of damage here. Tanks at the back, but only one of them. There's not enough units here for Hit 'em Up on the ground. One of the carriers goes down. Interceptor's eating up a lot of damage from these Goliaths. He has to target fire better than this. Vulture's coming in as well. Can he get some mines in position to be able to handle this? I'm not too sure. Another carrier. Looks like it's going to go down. Is it? No, it survives. The command center stays alive as well for now. But a lot of the Goliaths have gone down. And things are still looking a little bit rough here. Some SCV's transferring up to this gas base. A single zealot may be enough to stop the mining there, but I mean, this is 3-2 Goliaths now against Dragoons, which are only on 2 and 0. But looks like we do have mining starting to start back up here over on the left in terms of mining bases. Raz is out of his main. He's out of his natural. His third base is almost gone as well. But Hit 'em Up is low on bases right now. This is one of his only mining bases as well. Hit 'em Up does have his third. It's quite healthy. But he has no units to be able to defend this fourth gas. And with no gas, he can't build Goliaths. So he is going to be in trouble. Nice mine, but doesn't go off. SCV's transferring back up. He's not sending his army. Why is Hit 'em Up, like, sitting here with his army? Why is he not going? Another command center flies off towards the bottom. It's going to try and get away. His other command center going to go down. Hit 'em Up sleeping on his army right now. Finally starting to move here. But looks like there should be enough units here to defend. Like, he's able to retake this base up here. I genuinely can't call this game right now. I think Hit 'em Up's in the lead, but Raz has got so much supply. And Storm is coming out now as well, and Storm is amazing against Goliaths. There's just not enough tanks. There's not enough tanks. The Goliaths are going to go down to the Dragoons. They're in a position where they're trying to kill the carriers, but they're all dying. And I think this is the dying breaths here of Terran. He's got no way of replenishing this army. There's still 5 carriers remaining, and he's got no units. Okay, he's got a few units, but there's not enough. There's nowhere near enough tanks to be able to deal with this army. Goliath's not managed to get the kills on the carriers. Another storm coming in. 4 tanks should be enough now. 3 tanks even. To at least push back the High Templar here, but I don't know. This is rough. And with Raz getting ready to expand up to the top left, with Hit 'em Up without many units at all, I don't see how this is going to go any better. We've got a command center building here. Why? He's got a command center here already. Is he going to fly that all the way back up here? Oh my goodness. Storm coming in. Not sure how many kills that got, but killed a few of the SCVs that are up here. Goliath's moving out forward in front of the army again. He needs them behind the tanks. Realistically, Goliath's unable to really take the engagements they need. Hit 'em Up has done an incredible job so far this game, but unfortunately, I think it's just a numbers game. And Hit 'em Up is losing it. GG. Hit 'em Up taps out. Raz wins game number 4. The upgrades were 3-2 against 2-0. But there we go. Raz wins the game for Red, and he takes the series for Red. It's 3-1, and Red are going to make it to their first semi-finals, which is pretty impressive. So that's pretty good. Well done, Raz. Let's head on over to the results screen. Okay, so Eridor winning game number 1 over Quark with a very early Ling aggression that kind of made Quark fall apart for some reason. Machine winning a very, very well played DVZ against Ogzerg on blindside. Despite losing his initial Spire, he still came back and won. Yeti winning a great PvP over Jumper. Jumper trying a 4 gateway all in. Unfortunately, it failed due to Yeti's incredible defense. And then Raz winning over Hit 'em Up in that TVP you just saw there. So that's going to be it for today. Red are going to be facing off against Wiko on Sunday. That's going to be a good matchup. That's going to be our semi-finals for Season 5. And then the week after, we will have the Grand Finals where the winner between Wiko or Red will be facing off against IRK. So there we go. Great work by Red. This is easily the best they've ever done in the tournament. Very well deserved. Their team is doing really well recently, so good job, guys. Thank you everyone who tuned in. It's been great to have you here with me today. Hopefully you enjoyed the games. If you did enjoy them, please follow the STPL on Twitter, on Twitch, sub on our YouTube to keep up with the latest ones in case you missed any of the streams. And if you want to support the stream, you can head on over to our Matrino. We are still a long way off of our prize pool goal of $2,500. I don't think we're going to make it this season, but if we can, it'd be great. The match arena link I am going to post in Restream. And you can donate to the prize pool directly. That will go to the 3 teams, Red, Wiko, and IRK. And obviously, depending on who wins, will be the more amount of money that goes out. I know that makes absolutely no sense, but here we go. Let me find someone to raid. We have Ash Dreamer, Michael BG as well. We've also got Kogut, but I kind of feel like Kogut doesn't need a raid because everyone's going to watch him anyway. But you know what? I'm just going to raid Kogut. He doesn't play in, he hasn't played in STPL this season. No, you know what? I'm going to play, like, Dreamer played in STPL, so did Michael. I'm going to raid Dreamer. Okay, once again, thank you everyone for tuning in. Have a very good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are, and please enjoy your weekend. I'll see you you guys next Friday, same time, same place. See you guys there. If you're watching this, you're watching the STPL. Hopefully, you've been enjoying what you've seen so far. If you want to help me make more STPL content to bring more tournaments to you, please support us on Patreon, which you can find up here. And also, there's so many different things you can get through Patreon. One of the main and one of the easiest ones to get is, of course, access to all of the replays of the STPL so far. We've had some amazing games, such as some of the games you can see just over here.